How did the ancient Egyptians move 100-ton stones and build pyramids? How did the pre-Columbian tribes cut solid granite with more precision than a modern laser? He thought that it could be explained by some kind of power that we've forgotten, if he was right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Film Dive. The human race has come a long way. We have discovered so many things and uncovered so many secrets in this world. But have we really been developing? If you take a look at the ancient civilizations, you will understand that at some point mankind has lost a huge portion of its knowledge, and we are not even close to where we used to be. And Lost Symbol does a good job of explaining it. There are some objects or buildings or any other anomalies that we have no idea how our ancestors would have done it. Some say aliens built these marvelous things, and some think it was God's work. I really don't know, and as someone who leans on science, I really want to find a scientific explanation for these ancient mysteries. But sometimes some things happen that science, our science at least, is not able to explain. I think it's safe to say that mankind used to have much more knowledge and much more advanced technology that was lost throughout the history, and people have always looked for this knowledge, either individually in the form of religion or secret organizations. And it's totally possible that some of these people have found things, and we hide our heads under the sand and call these things that our half-assed knowledge of the world can't explain a myth. And that's exactly what the people who have found this knowledge want. They want you to think it's a myth and ask no questions about it. Someone knows so much more than the others, whether it's the Freemasons, the Illuminati, or any other organization, and they are doing a great job of hiding these secrets. Because as we see in the Lost Symbol, what happens if someone with bad intentions get his hands on it? Because definitely knowledge is power. Before you start to type your creative swears in the comment section, let me say that I'm a skeptic myself, and I trust nothing more than science. But our science is like a baby who doesn't even know how to crawl. We know absolutely nothing about the universe. We can only guess how we came to be. We haven't even completely discovered our own planet. Only 5% of the oceans have been discovered so far. And yet we think we can explain what happened in the past. History is a tricky subject. We don't even know what exactly happened 100 years ago, let alone more than 10,000 years. And if a secret organization holds an ancient knowledge, they're not only doing a great job of keeping it a secret, they're also doing an amazing job of keeping people away from it. You see, the fact that the skeptics and scientific people think these are only stories is exactly what these organizations want.
And you're telling me that's what they're talking about?
Well, perhaps those stories were deliberately exaggerated.
To what end?
So that academics like you would continue to believe they're a myth. So no one would search for them.
Some stories were deliberately been told in a way that you think of them only as stories. One of them that always comes to my mind is the story of Adam's apple and the Garden of Eden. It's really hard to think that Adam got kicked out of the Garden of Eden just because he ate an apple. If it was forbidden then, it should be forbidden now as well, don't you think? I think Adam's apple was actually some kind of hard drive that could upgrade mankind's consciousness. The story has been changed so the people who don't ask questions believe it as they hear it, and the people who think for themselves see them as only stories. But we are finding new evidence every day that shows us things that simply cannot be explained. I'm not saying that the Lost Symbol is based on the truth, or every story we hear is true, but what if all of it is not a lie either? What if stories like the ancient knowledge, or the Battle of Armageddon, or even the City of Atlantis are not lies, but the truth told in a way that only some people would believe? Some scientists are even finding out that our holy books have not been translated correctly, so the original meaning of the text has been lost. Science is not advanced enough to be 100% accurate. It still has a long way to go. So at this moment, we cannot prove or disprove any of these stories. But if they exist and there's a hidden knowledge or power, I can only imagine what humanity could do to hide it for themselves and control the people. Guys, if you like these type of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notified when we upload a video, and we upload weekly. And with that out of the way, I see you guys next week.